Hi, my name is Melissa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Run Ready Steady Glow Daily AHA Tonic Toner, which contains lactic acid. So we are working with the lactic acid exfoliating acid toner that should help to loosen the bonds between the dead skin cells and the new skin cells. And while going through this process, it helps to smoothen skin texture, reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, fade certain types of hyperpigmentation, and increases hydration within the skin. And it should be used in your evening skincare routine daily if you like to. And it can be used on all skin types, except if you have sensitive skin or a sensitivity towards fragrance, as this one contains fragrance, so please be aware of it. Now, I have prepared for you a little example skincare routine, as well as conflicts, as well as what information you can find in my entire PowerPoint, and then we are heading into the application. So for the example skincare routine, I want to keep it simple. I want to make sure that you're getting most out of the lactic acid toner, as this is going to be your treatment. And so the more treatments you're going to include in a skincare routine that targets your skin concerns, the more likely it can increase the risk of experiencing irritation, like redness, stinging, burning. And so to avoid this, I recommend keeping things simple. So here you can see my example evening skincare routine based on the products that I would recommend, as well as the order of application. So you're going to get started with, first of all, washing your face using a non-exfoliating acid cleanser. After that, you can move on to the Glow Tonic Toner, apply to the skin, leave it on the skin, and then leave it as it is. Like, you can stop right there and keep it simple in a two-step routine, or if you feel you need to follow with something hydrating afterwards, then this can be an hydrating essence or serum and or moisturizer. And when looking into a moisturizer, make sure that it's suitable for your skin type. So a gel or very light lotion like texture if you have an oilier skin type, something richer if you have a drier skin type. You can see my examples as well. So you can go with either one of them, or you may want to include both. So you can see that the steps are optional because it can be adjusted depending on your preference. And this exfoliating acid toner can be used daily. However, if you're being new to exfoliating acids in general and you're unsure how your skin is going to respond to it, I do have a frequency guide below the example routine as well on how you can adjust it over time. And then when it comes to the morning skincare routine, it can be your usual morning skincare routine. So if you have certain treatments that you like to use in the morning, go ahead and do so. But what's important to do in the morning is your cleansing step to properly wash your face. Then go with your usual skincare routine, and then don't forget your sunscreen, because you're working with an exfoliating acid toner, so sun protection during daytime if you have sun exposure is important. Because of the exfoliation, your skin becomes more sensitive to the sun, so you can end up with a sunburn much faster, which is something that you want to avoid and prevent as much as possible, so that you're not going to damage your skin further. And so overall, you want to protect the skin from the damaging UV rays. And so that this would be my little example skincare routine that if you like to, you can also recreate it and follow it at home. So if you want to go over the specific treatments that I have picked, I do have a specific description part in my PowerPoint where you can see what products I have picked, for whom they are suitable, and their individual benefits. But I also want to emphasize that in case you're working with other treatments, especially in your evening skincare routine, there are certain, not really conflicts in the sense of that they're going to cancel each other out, but there are certain products that I wouldn't recommend using in the same routine, as it just can increase more stinging, burning, redness, so overall sensitivity. This would be, first of all, exfoliating acid cleansers that are highly acidic. Please do not use them in the same routine. Same would apply to exfoliating acid toners, essence or serums. So again, you're working already with an exfoliating acid toner. There's no need to use multiple exfoliating acid products in the same routine. And the last point would be exfoliating acid masks, which usually have a higher percentage of AHA or BHA in it, and therefore do not use them in the same routine. And lastly, avoid using your retinol, retinal, or retinoid in the same routine when using your lactic acid exfoliating acid toner, especially if you're being new to both treatments. Use them individually in the evening, alternate between them, and once your skin has fully adjusted to them, then you may be able to use them in the same routine, depending on the strength as well as your skin tolerance. But overall, be careful. And so if you now want to go over the example routine again, you know the description part, you know the conflicts. So if you want to learn more about the importance of washing the face, patting the skin dry, the difference between wet and damp skin, and how you can avoid skincare pilling, those are also information that you will find in my PowerPoint slides, plus a more detailed sunscreen application and removal guide. So all that information is in my PowerPoint, which I'm going to leave in the description box down below. So now we are going to get started with the application. I'm going to go with my evening example skincare routine, and I have the setup behind me. So the most important step in your evening skincare routine, as well as in the morning, is going to be washing your face. So in the evening, if you're just trying to remove any excess oil, dirt, sweat, light makeup and sunscreen, like chemical sunscreen, your regular cleanser should be able to properly take everything off the skin. That's enough. However, if you have one stubborn sunscreen, like a mineral sunscreen or stubborn makeup, I recommend using an oil or balm cleanser instead. Can be used individually, is an excellent way on how you can properly wash your face, yet being gentle on the skin. Or you may want to do a double cleanse by using your oil or balm cleanser at first and then move on to your regular cleanser that's suitable for your skin type. So please make sure to adjust your cleanser accordingly to what you have worn throughout the day to properly wash everything off. Now you can wash your face above the sink or in the shower. Make sure to work with lukewarm water to warm water. I'm going to go with CeraVe's foaming cleanser. If you have a different one, please read on the back of the packaging on how you should use it. And then in between, especially when doing this above the sink, I highly recommend using a soft, clean microfiber washcloth. Wet it, squeeze it out, and then use a damp washcloth to remove any last traces of your cleanser, sunscreen and or makeup. This is especially important when doing this above the sink, as you may not be able to get everything properly off the skin by just using your hands. So let's go ahead and get started. So now go ahead and take a clean towel and gently paddle over to remove the excess water from the skin surface. So once you're done with your cleansing step, you now can move on to Rens Daily AHA Tonic Toner, and you can apply it with a cotton pad or with your hands. When applying it with your cotton pad, you're going to soak up the cotton pad. Just make sure that it's not dripping wet. So about that much, more or less, so that you have enough product to gently swipe it across your face and neck, and it feels slightly damp but still can absorb quickly into the skin. When applying it with your hands, as this is the method that I'm going to do, use between 5 to 10 drops for your face and neck. So it can be adjusted depending on the area that you want to apply the product to, as well as depending on how small or large your face may be. And when doing the application, doesn't matter if it's with your hands or with a cotton pad, please make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth, and please do not use it on top of your eyelids, as well as do not get it too close to the lower lash line. Again, if you should have a sensitivity towards fragrance, maybe not when using it over your face and neck, but when getting it too close to the eyes, then avoid the eye contour as well. Rub your hands together and apply it evenly all over. So, and once you have applied it all over your face and neck, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, it may has already absorbed quite quickly into the skin. If that's the case, well then, now if you like to, you can move on to the next step. Otherwise, if it still feels slightly damp, just give it a moment longer so that it can absorb into the skin. And then you can stop right here, leave it as it is, just work with your cleanser, then your daily exfoliating acid toner, and there you have it. However, if you want something hydrating afterwards, this now can be your hydrating essence or serum, or maybe your moisturizer as well. So it can be both of them or either one of them. Just make sure again with the moisturizer that it's suitable for your skin type. Now, as an example, I'm now going to go with Cosrx Nail Essence, which has a pump, so I recommend using between 1 to 2 pumps for your face and neck. And this is also a very lightweight way on how you can add hydration to the skin instead of using a heavier moisturizer. So it's of course completely your choice, but this alone can already be enough. So, and once you have applied your hydrating essence or serum to the skin, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Give it a moment so that it can fully absorb into the skin. If this feels now hydrating on its own, well then stop right here. Otherwise, if you still should feel the need, you can move on to a moisturizer or use your moisturizer instead of your hydrating essence or serum. So when it comes to the moisturizer, I now went primarily with products based on the cleanser now that's more suitable for a normal to oilier skin type. So I'm going to continue with that row. So I'm going to use Geek & Gorgeous Hydration Station. If you have a drier skin type, of course you would exchange the cleanser, as well as then maybe you want to use a heavier moisturizer like CeraVe's Daily Moisturizing Lotion. So you can go ahead and adjust it. Nonetheless, for your moisturizer, use about a pea to a bean size amount so that you can apply it evenly all over. So about that much, more or less. Rub your fingertips together and apply it on top of your exfoliating acid toner and or hydrating essence or serum if you want to go with that combination. Otherwise, just use it immediately after your exfoliating acid toner. So, and then this would be the last step of your evening skincare routine. As you can see, I have a nice glow, and with the combo that I've done, it's great for normal to oily skin and it feels very lightweight on the skin surface. And so this is what I wanted to share with you. Again, if you want to go over the entire PowerPoint in your own time, you will be able to find everything in the description box down below. But this is on how you can use Ren's AHA Tonic Toner, how you can work with it in your evening skincare routine. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did so, please don't forget to give that a thumbs up as well as share it with your friends. And if you now want to learn more about skincare, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video. Otherwise, feel free to check out my YouTube channel for more content. And I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye.